personal branding has been big, and I love what you said about, how people associate you with what you do and who you are as the expert. So let's talk about that for a second, because I think there's a big difference between Coca-Cola and Gary Vaynerchuk, right? Personal branding versus corporate branding. Which do you think in this day and age? And I don't know that there's a right or wrong, but I'm curious. What do you think is probably the most powerful weapon to have or tool to have on your tool belt if you were to pick one right now, personal branding versus corporate, and why? I'm curious.
Well, I guess it's really tricky because it does depend on, I guess, what your future plans are with a
Mm,
business, if it's your business. And
yeah,
I know that a lot of people are quite concerned, a lot of business owners are quite concerned about going all in on the personal brand play because perhaps down the line have intentions of selling the businesses and moving on. And then if the business is based on their personal brand, then what would be the value of the business if they're taking
absolutely.
themselves away from it? So I know there is a big concerns about that. And we mentioned Chris Ducker before. His big thing, he would say that you future proof yourself by creating a personal brand, because whatever future endeavors you go on to, if you have this strong personal brand, people will kind of come with you and you'll already have this head start. I see two sides to that, because that's all well and good if you go on to do something with a similar audience, otherwise if you take a complete like 360 and the audience that follow you on that related to future endeavors, then perhaps you may have a bit of a head start, but still a little bit of a challenge on the way, and you might
Yeah.
struggle to sell your previous business because it was very personal brand heavy. But I think I don't know, it's a funny one. So more people follow Elon Musk than they follow like Tesla or SpaceX on social media.
I
uh,
literally just said that on a talk when I was in Nashville, and so talk. Where are you going with that? Because I don't want to interrupt that thought
well,
process. So
it,
interesting.
it's in. I was to say that's really interesting, and I think I've heard. I haven't done the maths or look that more people follow Richard Branson than all of his Virgin brands put together. And there's other like loads and loads of examples that you could go to of that. So a lot of people would therefore say, well, it's the personal brand then, isn't it? Because when things go wrong with Teslas, Elon has such a strong personal brand that when he makes a statement, people listen to him. Whereas there'll be like another big business where the CEO never creates any content. No one really knows who they are or anything. And something goes a bit wrong and the CEO makes a statement and no one knows, likes or trusts that CEO because they're not a public figure as such. And they don't necessarily believe that maybe that things are going to turn around and things like that, because it's who is this person, whereas there it's like, well, it's Richard Branson, it's Elon Musk and things like that. So I think where I'm going is I think it's proven to be valuable and important and make a big difference to have a personal brand. But then I think you strategically do have to think about where your business is going in terms of how much you align that personal brand completely to your business. Should your business be named you? Should you be front and center of it?
Yeah.
Or should you try and grow it in a parallel way so that there's not a complete dependence on you and your brand as your business grows in case you want to walk away from business? So I think it just depends where you want to go, I
Yeah.
think.